Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Diana from the Misfit Journal Maker, and I have a Facebook group where I try to teach anywhere from beginner to just people who are curious about journals. And so if you'd like to join us, we'd be really happy to have you come and share what you've made. If you like any of the videos, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, that'd be great as well. So today we're making a hinged pocket, or a I think maybe they call them coin envelopes as well. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to attempt to make this. This is my third try. Had some issues, so I think we got to pretty much figure it out. So what you're going to do is I save all of my envelopes that I get from the junk mail or the dreaded bills, and they give you the return envelopes. I usually do it online, so I keep the envelopes. And so you're going to need one of those, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to just open it up, and you don't want to put any glue where it's going to hit this part. So just put the glue here at the top. Okay, and then you're going to close that up. Okay, and hopefully when we open it, nothing is stuck where it shouldn't be. I'm running out of envelopes that I want to use. Okay, now you're going to take the part that has the biggest amount of room here, and this is what we're going to cut on. So we need our envelope to be 7 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and mark mine at the 7-inch mark, which is right here. And then I'm going to try to get it straight using my board here. See, right about there, I think. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Okay. So I'm going to grab my guillotine here. And we're going to chop that off. Well, finally, today in Southern California, we have a nice sunny day, which means I'm not in pain, and so I'm loving it. Let's see. All right, so we're chopping that off. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to use it again, I'm sure. So you guys can keep these. I am so overloaded with scraps that I'm having to start to throw things away now. I have a little bit of I don't really need to take that off because we're cutting it off anyways. Okay, now the next measurement that you need is you need to measure an inch and a tick. That's what I call it. So the little mark right after the 1 inch is where you're gonna put a little mark. Okay. And then do the same thing here. I'm going to line it up. I'll get darker lines here. And try to get that right on there. Okay. So I'm going to try to do this. The lady that I saw do this did this, and it works out well because you can see what I'm doing. So, oh yeah. So look, that's perfect. Nothing stuck, and that's what we want. Now on the sides, I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to mark with some ink just so you can see maybe a little bit better. She did this and it worked well. Okay, so when you cut this, you want to cut this so that You know, when you turn stuff, it's always got that little hinge there, or that little rollover, I should say. And when we cut this, we want to cut it so that our flap, which is going to be the back, is going to be flat. So you want to cut it on the back side. Okay. And do the same thing here. Okay. Now then, this is the part I had an issue with. I don't know why. It just seemed really tedious to try to do. You've already cut this, so you need to come in here, line your ruler up with your line you've got going across, and you want to cut this off. Oh, it went a lot easier today than yesterday. I had a problem with this. It just did not want to work. I guess if it's a little off, I'll have to go back and correct it. Okay. Actually, that's not bad. All right. So we're going to throw this away. Or keep it. It's up to you. Okay. I need to... Nope, that's good. Okay. Perfect. We're on to a good start here. Okay, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take some... You can use digitals. There's a lot of pre-made collage sheets out there you can use. Looks a little crooked. I'm just going to cut that. And you can use book pages. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I kind of hit the camera. Let's see. I don't want you to be all crooked. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so you can use whatever you want to cover this. We're going to collage it. And so to start with, I want to find an image that I want to fit in my window, okay? And kind of liked this right here. Let's see. Yeah, you gotta kind of get it so it's going to hit right. And I think that will. So what you're going to do is, when you're measuring this, you want to measure your paper that you're going to slide in just a tad smaller than your envelope so that it slides in right. Okay, and so it doesn't get stuck. So I'm just going to go ahead and line that up. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a line here because I'm going to cut it there too. I don't want to cut it after. I tried doing that and I wasn't really happy with trying to cut that off. So it's easier to do it before. Okay, so I'm going to get a cutter out here. And try to get it as straight as possible. Okay, and I just cut my line off. Well, that's okay. We'll redo it here. I just don't want to have to cut off after. So I'm thinking about right here. Okay. All right. Let's cut this off. All right, now if we're lucky, this is going to go straight down in without a hassle. That's a little bit off. Let me just cut a little bit more. You don't want to have to bother messing with that. I'm trying to get it in. Now, perfect. I don't know what's wrong with this envelope. There we go. How did I still come out too long? That's crazy. Let's cut some more off. I am not a measurer. I said this in other videos. I am just not a measurer. And it just seems no matter how much I measure, it still is off usually. So God bless to those who just have no problem with that. I wish I was one of you, but I'm not. All right. I don't know what's up with this envelope here. It just is. This is crazy. What is going on here? Okay. This is ridiculous. All right. Third time's a charm. Jiminy. Let me see here. Do I want to cut off? I'll cut it from the top. Okay. My goodness. It has to fit perfect now. This is not exactly the sturdiest envelope. I'm thinking that's my problem. There we go. And see how your flower fits perfect in the window. Now, it doesn't have to be a flower. It can be anything. Whatever you prefer. So, now that that's there, you have a choice here. And my choice was, I am going to glue my paper so that this stays in the window. Okay? Now, you can make a choice to not do that and to just, in a second, we're going to do the back of the envelope. Okay, I chose this. So, whatever image that you choose to glue onto the back of the envelope, you can choose to not do this and just have whatever you're going to put in show in the window. Okay, I don't want to do that. I'm going to glue mine so that this image stays in the window. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to glue. I don't want to get any glue on my actual window, so I'm going to try to do this, and hopefully it will not. Let's see. I think I'm going to start about here because I don't want that in there. Now, I hope this envelope's not going to give me trouble getting this in here, because if it glues in wrong, we got problems. Okay, so. All right, don't give me a hard time. Go straight in. Come on. Oh, gosh. What is up with this? Come on, just go. And you know what? I can already see. I think I went over. I'm going to pull this out because I think I went over too far here. Okay. This is not as easy as it looks. I was really surprised. The lady who did this, she made it look like a piece of cake. And it's just, this envelope is kind of, this is what I was afraid of. I got glue on the window, and I don't want to do that. I had stronger envelopes, but because I tried this on several occasions and it didn't work, I got down to the not so great envelopes. Now let's see if I can get this off. Okay. Bone folder and a Huggy to the rescue. Okay, let's put a little more glue here in case this is dried. All right. Gosh, I'm telling you, this has been a trial. I'm determined to get this to work. Now, come on. Let's go. Yes. All right. Okay, you guys, I can't believe it. I'm excited now. This is crazy. Okay. It never fails. You can do this and it comes out perfect. Now you can see some glue coming through here, but we're going to cover that up so it doesn't even matter. You can do this perfect when you're alone. You do it on camera. Never fails for me. It comes out wonky or something goes wrong. Okay, now this is going to be my backside paper. Okay. So I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to cut off that top part because it is just blank. And I don't need that. So cut off some of that. Okay. And I'm going to just put this up here because we're going to need it right now. You're going to do the same thing you did with the other piece. And you're going to cut it just a tad smaller. Okay, so that it goes and slides in, we hope, nice and easily. Now, if it actually happens, I might just dance. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we got our line right here. Okay, now let's hope for the best. So I don't have to get that cutter out again. Okay, now we're going to open this up, and I don't know what's with this pocket. I'm going to have to cut it down just a tad more. That envelope is just... the other failures, that was one part I did not have an issue with. It just went in so easily. And this one, I don't know what's going on with this envelope. It's not very thick or sturdy, and that's, I think, the problem. So yeah, try to get an envelope that is a pretty nice thickness to it. Okay, we got that. Okay, now this I'm going to just pop over, so that'll work. So we're going to put some glue on here. I got these new glue bottles because my other ones were completely stuck, and I soaked them in hot water and I still could not get them to come out. So I got these. So far so good. They were pretty cheap, and it came with 12. I didn't need 12 at all, but what are you going to do? So, okay, got that all in there. Just go ahead and push that down. Like I said, if you see glue coming through, that's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter. Now, the part that's going to be my top here, which is this is going to be my flat too. I'm just going to fold this over. So, let's see. That works good. Now there's a little bit here that's we're going to be cutting that, so it's not going to matter. And I got a little showing here, but that should be okay. We'll figure that out after. So let's put some more glue here. These smaller bottles are kind of awkward to hold. Okay. Okay, so let's glue this down now. we got that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the front. And I think for this, I got some extra pieces here. And I keep putting my foot on that thing and it hits the camera. Okay, I think and then I also have this page, which has similar coloring in the background. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more of this. And I kind of want to strip to go down here. So let's see. I think I'm going to just put this. Well, I don't care if it goes over, I can cut it off, but I do need this to be in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And I'm actually going to cut some more. It's a little too thick. No, right about here. I hate when you let them go, then they move. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Just wanted something to break it up so that I don't have all flowers. So I'm going to just put this right here. Okay. This went over a little too far. I don't know how far down to go. I can always add more. Okay. So okay, we're going to cut this off. Because actually I need to glue it down a little more because I don't want to. Get my bigger scissors out here. Okay, so we're going to cut the extra off here. And this part you can do any way you want. It's all a matter of. And I noticed when I was gluing this that this is just a smidge crooked. So I want to cut this off if I can. If I can get in here. Okay. Okay, so now I want to put something over here. And since I got purple here, I'd like to put some pink. So I could try. Actually, I think this one, or there's some pink on here. Let's see how far up it goes. Oh, I think I want to use this try-to anyway. hard part, getting it to match up. I think I'm just going to turn it over where I want it, see if that works. Okay. And then where's the end of the envelope? Yeah, you will get pink on there. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is a little bit different. I'm doing this for my fairy journal. And so I want it to match. And that is the reason that I'm using this particular paper. If I was using different paper, it would be a lot easier because there would probably be more to work with. But yesterday I made one and I put the fairy up here in the front. And when I put the closure on, our little closure was right in the middle of her face. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I was just cracking up. I just couldn't believe that I did such a thing. I think I'm just going to glue it down and cut it off because of my measurement issues. So I'm going to just put the glue here on the envelope. And I don't want to have glue thingies looking through, so I'm going to do the finger method on that. And I'm going to bring this here. Line that up. Okay. Then I could turn that over a little bit. Don't know that I want to do that though. But I'm just going to go ahead and see. I could do that. I'm going to try something here. Don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm going to try it. I don't want this video to go too long, so I need to kind of hurry it up. Okay, so what I was thinking is to do this, and then I could put something else here. And what do I have left? No, you know what? I really don't think I want to do that. I'm just going to cut it off. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So we're just going to cut. Well, I'll have to cut that after, but okay. Let's see if I can cut this off first. Well, it's kind of hard to see because it's not. I can always go back and correct. Don't want to cut the envelope. off because I can't see. This thing is in the way. Ah, good grief, you guys. See if I can cut them from the front. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. It's a little off, but there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, now then, I'm going to finish the front little side here first. And I think I want to put some more of this. And then at the top here and down here, I can put something flower. I think that's what I'm going to do. But that has a lot. I want something that has more writing. So I'm going to cut a piece of this off. I had 2 sheets of it ready because I had a feeling I was going to have issues because of the writing. So I don't have to worry about the excess. I can cut it off. Okay, and we're going to cut off this bottom part as well. Actually, even a little bit more. Okay. So that's more like it. Okay, I'm going to put the glue on the envelope. Try not to get too close to the window. I'm going to do my finger method there. My wipe. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and cut across here because I do not want to have to cut this again. Okay, I need a little more glue right here. Okay, okay. And I have a little bit I think it's fine. I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. So we're going to cut across here. I got a lot of junk pieces. Let's get rid of all this. No saving. It's my new thing for right now. Do not save pieces. I literally have scraps from the last 22 journals that I made last year. And I do not need scraps for anything in the world. I couldn't believe I had 22 Ziplocs full of extra from those journals. It was just crazy. I had no idea. Okay, I really like that. Really, really like that. Now, let's see what we have here. Got mostly just the purple and the pink. And we could put this, maybe, I think I'd like to put this pink right here. But getting it the size I need, that's a whole nother ball game. Well, let's see. I'm going to cut it with the trimmer first because of my terrible cutting skills. I don't know, you know, for being a crafter, I have issues with cutting. It's really funny, actually. I have more when I'm on camera, though, you guys. It's not even funny. It's embarrassing. I am just, let's see. Okay, I guess I can cut off a little bit of this. And I'm hoping, please, 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 please let it be enough that I can fit that little area. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, when I'm on camera, everything that can go wrong goes wrong. I'm not kidding you. It's just very frustrating. Okay. So, right about, I don't care if I go over into my window a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Now, hopefully I did not cut it. Oh, I didn't cut it too short. Thank goodness. Okay. So, about right there. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers and praying on this, you guys. Really, really am. Oh, please let it be right. Okay, that's good enough. I will take it. And I do not want to cut in that space again. So I'm going to try with scissors to cut this. And hope. All right. May not be the straightest ever, but I'm sure giving it my best. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. You know, I wonder if I would have been better off to just put a green leaf there. Now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to. Sorry, guys, but it just occurred to me I don't need another flower up there. I really don't. Let's see, right about here. I really don't want another flower there. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay. And then all I have to do measure here with this little guy. Gosh. Crossing my fingers. I don't know. Oh, what to do, what to do, what to do. I think I'm going to go with the flower. Okay. I don't know, guys. It's just kind of... Okay, and then we have just this little piece here, which maybe this could go here. And it will look like a continuation of that. Oh, good grief. I'm just going to cut because I'm taking too long. This video is taking too long. Just need a little bit here. Okay, I don't care if it's too wide. And I can cut it off. So we're going to go over a little bit here anyway, which is fine. Oops, got some on the window, but it came off, thank goodness. Okay, so just make sure that's down, and then I'm going to cut this off. Okay, I like that. Okay, now we just got to finish this back, and let's see, I have mostly purple left, so I think we're going to go with that. This actually almost fits perfectly here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me see here. I want to make sure it's wide enough. It's a tad off on the bottom. And so is this one. Okay, great. What if we go this way? I don't want to have the bunches envelope showing. That will not look good. Well, this actually would be okay. So I'm going to glue it on and then cut it off. And I actually will use the paper. I don't know how far over to go, but we're just going to have at it. Oops. Okay. So I want to make sure you get it to fit exactly. Okay, I don't care if I cut off on one side, but I don't want to cut off on two. All right, that actually looks great. So then we're going to cut this off. I think I'm going to need some more glue. Just a little bit. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to glue this off. Remember, you don't want to cut your envelope. All right. Okay, I like that. Now I have all these scraps. Gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. Do a little cleanup. Okay, now got some edges that aren't glued. I don't want them there. Let's check all the little corners. Don't want anything popping off. I don't know about any of you, but I've always have this fear of selling a journal to somebody and it starts falling apart. That'd just be awful. That's why I use art glitter glue, because I trust it so much. You guys, for any new people out there, this stuff is amazing. And it glues fast, and it doesn't move. I mean, it's great. It's a little more expensive, but if you sell journals, I can't recommend it enough, because I want to make sure whatever I'm selling is going to be lasting. Okay, now I need to flip over this flap here. I'll get this ruler to help in my bone folder. Okay. Don't do it too hard. You don't want to tear your paper. That would be terrible. Okay. Now this is where I messed up yesterday. Okay. And I don't want to do it again, but oh gosh. You want to cut just a little off here. Okay. So it goes in just a little bit. Now, when I went to try to do the other side, I totally messed it up, and I never do well with this. Oh my gosh. I almost just want to cut it freehand, because when I tried to do this method where people flip it over and it supposedly works, it did not work for me. Oh, I don't want to have this happen again. Who thought this up? That's what I want to know. Okay. I'm just gonna, Lord, please. Okay. It should work. It worked. Okay. It might be a little bit off, you guys, but yesterday was horrendous. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to be happy. Okay, you don't have to do that part, but I kind of like that look where it goes in. Okay, now then, what I'm going to do just to check is put my bone folder in and make sure we're all good here. Okay, and we are. I really like that. Now, yesterday on a couple of my tries, well, one of my tries, I have these butterflies die cuts that I did, and I was thinking I put one on yesterday and I liked it. They were lighter than these, but I still kind of like, I don't know, we'll see about this in a minute. Let's go ahead. No, we're gonna have to decorate first. Let's see, I kind of like this butterfly here, but it needs something on the back. Some lace or something. Let me grab my trim thing here and see what I have going. Let's see, I know what I want, but here we go. I wanted to look at some of this. I know I should have a small piece here somewhere. That's way too big. Where else did I have some? But I thought I had some cheesecloth in here. I have this. Let's see what happens. And this just popped out. I might want to use that. Okay, let's see. That works. Let me see. Ah, it's way too big. Okay, let's just cut a piece off the corner. Or I have this one with the little bitty dots on it. I don't know which one I want to use, so, or any for that matter. Okay, I like the dot one. Of course, it's way too big. I'll have to cut that off. And you probably can't even see it on camera. Or I could use this. Kind of like the dots. But it kind of just blends too much. Maybe with something white. Let's see, I have a white piece of lace. Just going to go ahead and cut a piece off. I kind of like that. This is a little bit, I think we're going to go with this. I need to get it cut straight. That'll be fun. Could go sideways. Kind of like that sideways one. Okay, you don't have all night here, Diana. Decide. Don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know what to do. That blends in a little too much. But then I'm going to have stuff hanging off. I don't exactly want to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it square. Maybe I shouldn't do that at all. What if I just use this here? And then I could also, no, I can't because of the button. Or maybe just that. You know what? I'm okay if it blends in because I'm going to use this lace, I think, or this little trim here. That's what I'm going to do. I like it better. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue across here. And we're going to glue this on. I actually really like that. Okay. And I'm just going to glue that in. It's a little bit, it kind of blends, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to put some bling on this butterfly. So that's going to make it come out. Trying to get this butterfly glued down with all these holes. That's not going to be too fun. Thank goodness this stuff dries clear. Now, everything disappears when you need it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to put it sideways. A little glue showing, but that's not going to matter at all because it will glue. It will dry clear. Okay, and we need to cut off this. I actually love this one better than the one I made yesterday. This one's just a bit of glue here. Okay. Really like that. Okay. Now, for the closure, you're going to need a 1-inch hole punch. You're going to need some cardstock. This actually is a little bit harder than cardstock. I've had it for years, so I don't even remember what it's called, and I'm going to be upset when I run out because I won't know what to replace it with. Anyway, you're going to need 4 of these, okay? So I got my new hole punch. EK Tools. Oops. Throw it around, Diana. Break your mat. I had a Fiskars, and it's going in the trash. This thing is amazing. It just pops through anything. I love it. I just got it today, right before I had to make this video, and I was ecstatic. And I like it because when you push it down, it locks and it's flat. I love it. So I totally recommend that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I have my little tiny hole punch here, but I'm not going to use it because I just got that too, and I don't know if it'll go through too. So what I'm going to do is I have my hole punch book here, and I'm going to get out my owl. I always call it an owl. It's an awl. This little guy. And I'm going to get two together. Okay, set them down here. Try to decide where my middle is. And punch down. Okay. Now, I want to try to keep them together. Whoops. So I can get my itty little bitty brad here that ran away from me. And you want to stick that right there through that hole. Just like that. And then press it down. Press the little edges down. Okay, now I am going to, I still got to ink the edges of this envelope, but while I'm doing, we're going to ink this, just the outside one. Okay. And then we're going to do the same with this. Line them up. Set them down. Try to find the middle. Now you know why I use a book. Okay. Get my other brad. Doesn't help to have glue stuck all over your fingers, I'm telling you. Okay. And then do the same thing here. Put the brad through. Open up the two edges and push them down. Whoops. Gotta ink. Okay. Get rid of my book. We're done with that. And let's see. Might as well go ahead and ink my edges here. I just love inking. You don't have to do this step, but I just think it just makes it look so much richer and vintage, and that's my deal. So I should have done the butterfly, but sometimes it doesn't look good when you do that, and I don't want to take any chances with that. So I think I'm going to use some glitter mist or some drops on there to give it some color. Uh-oh. Don't exactly think I want to get my lace full of ink. Try to put my finger in the way. Okay, that's good. Oops, I do across here. And Now, the lady I saw do this, she ain't here. I am not even going to attempt that. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So, she was a brave soul. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your little, boy, there's not a whole lot of space right there. You can't put it over here because it would be on your window. So we're going to do it to the side. And you kind of want to get in the middle between, and then just glue it on. So make sure we got a lot of glue here. Okay. And let's see. Okay, that looks good. Maybe I should have made that a little bit longer. It's just an inch. It should have been, maybe when I folded it over, that took that little bit of space. So actually, I would do it probably another like couple ticks after the 1 inch. Okay, so then we're going to glue this one down. Boy, I went to freezing. I'm actually warm today. I think right about here. I'll make sure we got that. Okay. Now, I have a couple things I can use here. I wanted to use this, but I'm thinking it might be too thick to wrap around those. Now, if I can find out how to get in here. There we go. This is like a suede cord type. And I think, yeah, it's going to be too thick. So we're not going to use this, which is a shame because I like the color. Let me put that away after. So I think I'm going to go with some silver cord I have here. And I have gold as well, but I don't think, yeah, I'm not liking that gold. So we're going to stick with silver. And somehow I got all, well, I don't know what happened here. I might just have to cut it. I don't even see an end. Wow. What is the deal? Hate to do that. Oh, here's an end. Great. I didn't want to have to cut it. Who knows how much I would have wasted. Okay. That tape obviously didn't work. I guess that should be about enough. Don't need it too long. This is probably going to be my last piece of ephemera for this journal. And I'm going to start putting it together. I have a lady waiting for it. And she gets first choice out of my next 4 journals. If she, for some reason, it's not her thing, then I will be putting it up for sale on my Facebook group. But so far, she's taken the last 3 of my journals, so I don't know what will happen yet. Let's see. Okay, so you want to go between the 2 and do a knot. I'm actually going to do 2. And then I'm going to cut off a little extra hanging off here. This is a little bit thin. but I don't really think you can go around as many times as you want. I think I'm going to go that. And this is going to be it for them, and I'm going to cut it off. And I'm going to do a little knot at the end. Just because with this little string, I don't know if it's woven or what. It's so tiny I can't see it. And I don't want to... Yep, it will unravel. So I'm going to get a knot so that won't happen. Or it won't go any further. Hopefully I can cut this off and that'll be the end of it. Okay. It did start to unravel down here. So I'm going to cut that off. Okay. So there you go. And I don't know. Let's see. Are these silver? Okay, I have liquid pearl silver. Now I could do those here and put a couple on this, or I could go for some bling. Let me see what I have. I don't think I have. I need to get some clear ones. I have a lot of different colors, but clear not so much. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to go with these. These drops sometimes don't. These are pretty sticky, so I don't think they need any glue. In fact, they're very sticky. Okay. Yeah, I really like this. I'm going to go with, let's see. Nope, that's too big. There's some different sizes on here. I think this is the right one. Oops, stuck to me. Ah, come on, let go. And I think one more. No, I think that's good. That's gorgeous. I love it. Okay. And I think I'm going to spray my mist over it. Just a little tiny bit, because it'll give it a shine, which will be pretty. I don't want too much because I don't want it to I don't want anything to ripple. So what I'm using here is Glimmer Mist, Tattered Angels, and you have to really shake it up good. Okay, I get back pretty far here. And just oh, that's pretty. Did I get enough? Let's see. And what I'm going to do, because I don't want to take a chance of this making my paper, it's not very wet at all, but I'm not going to take any chances. So I'm going to get out my heat gun and dry this real quick. And I'm also going to do the other side. Okay. Okay, and we are done. I may have to glue the sides just a bit, see what happens, but that's it. I love it. I just am so happy with how this came out. A lot of it was guesswork on how to decorate because I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I'm very happy with that. And I love the glimmer mist. I don't think you can see on camera. It doesn't really, you can't see it, but it just looks very fairy dust and very beautiful. So anyway, that is our little pocket envelope, coin envelope, whatever you want to call it. And I am going to choose to paperclip mine in, because that way I don't want to cover up the back. It's really pretty, and it can be removed and stuff can be put in it and hidden in it like a little, safekeeping place, and it can be put back in. And so that's what I'm going to do. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please give me a thumbs up, like I said, if you did. Just starting out this channel, and so I'm trying to get it going, which I'm not too good at this kind of stuff. I'm just kind of winging it. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, have a wonderful afternoon.